What's good, Chad? It's your boy Duke the Don, back at it again with another video. And today, we're going to be diving into something pretty serious, alright? This is something that got the entire internet shook for a brief moment. And that's our boy Phantom basically having a heart attack scare. Yeah, you heard that right. A heart attack scare. Now, to some of you guys, this might be the most surprising news in the world, and you're probably doing your best to investigate what went on. And to some others, you might be not as surprised that this actually went down. Either way, it happened, and Phantom finally addressed it on his stream. For those of you guys who don't know, Phantom has been on a wild ride lately, catching flights from my home country, Nigeria, all the way to the UK, and then coming back and generally traveling around the US.
Y'all know I be catching like a lot of flights like to go shoot recordings and stuff like that, and a whole bunch of shit. And for those of you who don't know, if you follow me either on Snap or IG, I do be posting a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm going here, I'm going there. You know what I'm saying? And then I flew from New York to ATL every day for like 6 days straight, low key. And all that flight, I guess, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you the context behind everything before we really get into it. Because I have flew back for something that I can't talk about to ATL, then came back to New York, then did something here in NYC downtown, which I can't talk about that either, but y'all see it soon.
Anybody knows, you travel around the United States, each state, it's like its own country. Either way you want to put it, my man's been grinding hard. He could have been seen streaming with top tier streamers like iShowSpeed, Kai Cenat, the dukendon of the world. Hell, he was even in a recent stream featuring Kevin Hart. So my man's getting it in.
Oh, God.
Hey, hold on now.
What's going on here?
Okay, Kev, who's that? Juicy, you know that
not agent.
Yeah, I know everybody.
Who's agent?
Nigga, you just fed him, nigga.
No. We call Chris agent.
I never call Chris agent. That's Chris.
Clip it.
Obviously.
But sadly, Chad, it looks like all of that hustling has caught up to my dude Phantom in a way none of us really expected. So Phantom mentions that he's been on a sick streak lately, dealing with things from catching allergies in Nigeria all the way to congestions and ear problems in the UK.
For those of you who know, I've been on a sick streak. I've never been on this streak so long. Like, it's insane. I've been on a sick streak. I feel like ever since, like, the first time I got like crazy kind of sick, like somewhat like it wasn't normal to me, was when we went to Nigeria. Shout out to all my Nigerians in the chat. Ray E in the chat talking Ray E. When we was in Nigeria and the liquor fucked me up. And then ever since then, since that point, I hit the pollen season and that hit me up. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to the UK and I didn't know their hay fever, which is pollen, pretty much the same, is even worse than the US, and that me up. And then like I couldn't hear out my ear for like 5 days, and I had to like depressurize this, congested, and a whole bunch of bull. And I get back to the US and still calm for like 3 days.
Now, hold up. Let me tell y'all something, okay? Because I'm going to tell you this. Nigeria is my home country, so I know this best. If you're all traveling to Nigeria, you better make sure you have your shots in check, okay? Make sure all of your ducks are in a row, because the healthcare system down there is crazy crippled. And honestly, if you end up getting sick out there, chances are the help you're going to get is not going to be adequate. I know, because my father passed away from a minor stroke, something that if he was living here in the West, he could have easily survived. But over there, we was stuck haggling with the doctor. It got so bad that he died on a hospital bed. He then goes on to mention that he went under anesthesia, apparently to get some major tattoos, because he talks about all the tattoos he's got lined up. And I'm sorry, if you have to go under anesthesia to get a tattoo, that's insane to me. I've never heard of that in my life.
And then I want to go get tatted. You know what I'm saying? I had an appointment I've been having for like 2-3 months. Now, this is where it get kind of heavy, Chad. I ain't gonna lie, started getting kind of crazy. So, my session was gonna be like a 3-4 day session, and I decided to like, they told me like, yo, you can go under, and you go like take anesthesia, and you go under for like, I don't know how long it is. I think it's like 8 hours or some shit. and you finish it all, and it's like a normal thing. Niggas be doing that shit. Boom.
After all that was said and done, he ended up coming off the anesthetic, but instead of taking it easy, as most people do when they go on something as insane as anesthesia, he decides, no, I'm gonna go crazy with the food. He basically ends up ordering an insane amount of food, good for an entire family plan. And after all said and done, my dude went straight into gorging himself, talking about he was packing down the burgers, packing down the fries, stuffing the burgers for later. I mean, it is just insane.
Long story short, I wake up normal. Everything I think is fine. And I mean it's 8 hours, chat. So I'm hungry as fuck. I'm starving. I ain't gonna lie, chat. And this is where like now we can really slow down the story and really, because this is I don't want to. Once again, I don't want to. This is not like a something for me to extend or make it bigger than what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a very serious thing, but I didn't want to like that was never my intentions. I know like the tweet. I had made a tweet and it was crazy because the tweet was specifically for the troop. It just happened to hit like major blogs and shit like that. And shout out to y'all, but that's why I put in the tweet 10 hours from tomorrow. So shout, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Point is, I wake up and I'm a little dazed, of course. You know what I'm saying? I've been under anesthesia before when I did my wisdom teeth or whatever. It's nothing crazy. I go to the crib. When I go to the crib, chat, for some reason, I decide to order 4 burgers. I don't know what possessed me to order 4 fucking burgers, bro, but I did. Then I ordered 2 big ass fucking fries, chat, like the hugest shit ever. Like this some big ass shit, gang. Then I get 2 extra large lemonades. I'm wilding, chat. Word of my dad, I'm bugging the fuck out, chat. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm mad hungry, and it's funny, but it's not funny, but it's funny. I ain't gonna lie, it's funny, but it's not funny, but it's funny. Like, and I knock down my 2 burgers mad fast. I leave 2 for later. I knock down the fries and I go with the lemonade. Stop the tunes.
I mean, 2 extra large lemonades? What? My man's wilding out here. No cap. That is an insane, unhealthy amount of food to be inhaling, especially getting out of anesthesia. Then comes the big scare where he described basically feeling like an elephant sat on his chest after taking a bite of an oatmeal.
And I didn't even let my body like digest the food. Like, I didn't even let my body digest the fucking food, bro. So I go and I did some dickhead shit and I went straight to bed. I went lay down. Lay down, right, chat? I lay down and it's like 11 p.m. now, right? I'm trying to sleep and I keep waking up every 2 hours. And like I keep getting like what's that shit called? Like acid keep coming up, bro. And I'm like, nigga, like what the fuck? Like it keep like I'm like, bro, and it's like pissing me off. And like I keep like it's like uncomfortable. My fault, chat. And I keep waking up every 2 hours and go back to sleep. I go every 2 hours and go back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And then I think I had a long streak from like 5 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. around there, where I was able to like 3 hours. Then I wake up and I think I'm fine. I think everything's good, right, chat? Though somebody said that the food was fighting back. Yo, B Nature, Brother Nature, appreciate the gift, game. So anyways, long story short, bro. Now it's like 9:30 in the morning. I get some oatmeal, chat. Bananas. Like this is probably the healthiest meal I had the whole week, gang. It's like this is what made me laugh, like at myself. Like I take a bite of the oatmeal, chat, and it felt like an elephant came and just sat on my chest. Out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Then after that, it was like a nigga it felt like somebody grabbed my heart trying to pull it out. I'm like, word to my mother, chat. And I'm thinking like, okay, that's 1, 2, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. I'm panicking now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in the apartment by myself. No, like nobody was with me. I'm by myself. And I'm panicking, like no funny shit.
That is some serious, scary shit, chat. I ain't gonna hold y'all. That is some scary stuff. But chat, I'm gonna just tell y'all this, okay? If you're going about your day as normal, and all of a sudden it just feels as though an elephant is sitting on your chest, that's probably a good idea for you to call 911 or go to the hospital.
Like real shit though. I'm doing this though, like all jokes aside, like let's get into serious mode. Let's really lock in real quick, chat. Serious mode, like no more funny joking shit, like dead ass, like 35, almost 40 minutes of me doing this, gang. And I'm like, you know,
And I see the issue with the younger generations, especially with the Andrew Tate era type of individuals, where you think you're just going to tough it out or you're not going to go see a doctor over minor things or things that you believe are minor. Listen, bro, I don't care what you've heard online or what you're studying. If you're going about your daily life and all of a sudden you start feeling out of breath, your chest is heavy, and it feels like your heart is literally about to rip out of your chest, call 911 or go see an emergency room. You're not weak for it. You're not a pussy. You're not any of that stuff. You're just trying to be alive. Even Phantom was saying to himself during that moment, is this how I'm going out? After all I've done and been through in my life. And it's like, bro, you don't have to go out like that. Call 911.
I'm like one of them niggas that I find humor in everything. I'm really thinking like, this is crazy. I survived the Bronx. I survived my childhood. I survived like random bullets. This is how I go out. This is how I die. Like I'm over here like laughing, but I'm in mad pain though. And I grabbed my phone and like I'm from like I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know if it's the way we like was raised and shit. But like I don't like hospitals, gang. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't like hospitals, bro. But I'm about to call 911 and open my door and put the little the lock on it, so if I do pass out in the crib, it's just easy access to me. You feel me?
Phantom then goes on to admit to the rest of us, as if we didn't know the obvious, that he hated hospitals. And now, listen, chat, some of us might relate to a lot of this stuff, because I don't like going to the hospital sometimes, and you know, I know some of y'all, they don't like to go to the hospital, so I get it. But he then goes on to do the next worst thing, going and looking and researching symptoms on WebMD.
So I'm like, you know, I'm just trying to wait it out, bro. I'm being a dickhead, a toxic, what's that shit called? Toxic masculinity? What the fuck that shit's called? I'm being stupid. Like, I should have went to the hospital right there. And I didn't. I'm just waiting, like, just trying to hold it out, like hopefully the pain will leave. Cause it felt like a long heartburn. It just felt like a long ass heartburn. The pain was 10 out of 10. So anyways, it finally passes through. My dumb ass gets on WebMD. This is where like shit start going left. I get on WebMD. Now I'm on WebMD, and everything I search up, I got it. I got that shit. I got that shit too. I'm Googling shit, nigga. So I'm writing in what I feel, and everything I see, I'm like, I got that. I think I got this too. I'm panicked. I'm like it's like I'm fucking up my own head, bro.
Now, for these guys, though, shout out to WebMD. But WebMD is a website that basically you can just look up whatever symptom and it gives you the likely cause of what might be happening to you. The problem with WebMD is that most of these causes make it seem as though it might be major. So continuing with the bad decision of still deciding to wait this whole thing out, finally Phantom gets the wake-up call by coughing up blood.
Let me slow down for a little bit. Because at the end of the day, you need to chill. So I grabbed myself. I kind of like had to, I hated that. I had to like say I can't come through. And now it has been 2 days. You know what I'm saying? And then yesterday being the third day, shit calm. I wake up, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling better. I'm taking mad tea and soup. I still haven't gone to the hospital. Nothing like that. I think I'm getting better. And I happen to call for blood. I call for blood for some fucking reason. I just call for blood. So now I'm like, damn, like I really don't want to go to the hospital, but I should go to the hospital. If anything is pointing me to go to the hospital, this is the time to go. Like now, all right, you gotta go.
It's like, bruh, you're coughing up blood, you're dealing with shortness of breath, and even the day prior, you literally, for 40 minutes straight, experienced the worst pain your chest can even imagine. Now is the time to go to a hospital. So they end up running a test on the guy, and after hours, they end up letting him know, hey, we don't know the cause of pain for that 40 minutes your chest was experiencing, but we do know that you have pneumonia.
So I go to the hospital. I say, fuck it, I'm going to the hospital. I go to the hospital. And when I get to the hospital, they do scans. They do CT scans. They do some other shit too. They do a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? W hospital, W doctors. They had me, I was there for like not too long, probably like 5 hours, chat. And at the end, they finally like tell me what it was. Somewhat. They didn't know what the original pain is from. Like the original one, the 40-minute one. But is better than what the fuck I thought I had. So at the end of the day, chat, I gotta take some pills for like 7 days. Antibiotics, niggas is good. You know what I'm saying? Let's clap it up for that. You know what I'm saying? Everything's sitchy. But basically, what I have is I have pneumonia.
Now, people can catch pneumonia through all sorts of causes. A lot of times people don't realize how incredibly easy it is for you to catch pneumonia. And with Phantom's case, it kind of makes sense, especially when you look at his lifestyle, the excessive traveling, going to different countries, the hours, probably the lack of sleep, the unregulated situations, probably the diet being a big part of it too as well. You can start to see how all these things play a huge role into painting a very unhealthy picture. If you're going to be traveling to other countries, you got to definitely make sure you're in tip-top condition. Hell, if I end up leaving from my state going all the way to LA without adequate sleep, I might wake up and catch a cold. Either way, dude, you got to take it easy. It seems as though they gave him some antibiotics to help with the whole situation. But again, it's one of those things you got to be cautious about your health. It's the most important thing that people tend to forget. And it looks like this whole ordeal was a wake-up call for Phantom. He realized that no amount of money or opportunities is worth sacrificing your health.
I'm thinking like, Phantom, you gotta fake slow down a little bit because you moving too much now. Like we don't know what happened in that apartment when you was by yourself, because I'm not a doctor. I really can't diagnose myself. But I'm like, you gotta catch this flight. You know what I'm saying? Honey buns, you know what I'm saying? Like 6-figure up shit. You gotta catch that flight, gang. And in that moment, I'm like, yo, bro, like, you can't. It don't matter if niggas would have threw me $1 billion, gang. If you die, you can't put the money to use at all. You know what I'm saying? I gotta chill, chat. But besides that, chat, we here, we good money. You know what I'm saying? Pneumonia, yeah, I know it's heavy, but I should be fine. It's just 7 days of popping these pills, and I should be good, chat. And you know what I'm saying? And I realized that doing all that shit, you know what I'm saying? I gotta just, health is really wealth, bro. And it's like, word to my mother, bro. It's like, you can't play with certain shit, bro. You deadass can't play with certain. You can't shortcut shit. You gotta just, you know what I'm saying? So, you go slow it down from now on. It's certain avenues. And all that mean is, I'm going to the gym soon. So, W Stream on the way with the gyms. Let's clap it up for that.
Now he's planning on hitting the gym. You're going to see some gym streams coming from him soon and getting his health generally in check. And you know what we're all here for? You guys got to understand something. Phantom is also known for his mukbang streams. And his mukbang streams are basically when him and a bunch of other streamers basically get together and gorge themselves on massive amounts of unhealthy foods.
Joke's on him. Na 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 boo boo. I get to eat all these cookies.
Where the cookies at? Look a little sweet, right? A little sweet. It's kind of bust. It's good. It's good. That smoothie break. Bro, slow down, bro. My man, let me catch up, bro. Let's go ahead and get like a little. Oh, it off the bone. Chat, off the bone, chat.
Damn, son.
Let's dip it in the sauce. Let's dip it in the sauce. Everybody spam sauce. Wow. Wow. Close your mind. You locking doors in this house? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What's wrong with you? I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to do that shit, gang. How did you do that shit?
And this is a trend we see a lot amongst rising content creators, okay? They're using this style of cheap content in a way to get views, but at the cost of their health. But ultimately, I think Phantom realizes that this scare is a very stark reminder that no matter what, you cannot sacrifice your health for views. Because at the end of the day, if you were to go right now, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to your friends, family, loved ones, and all these people, right? You gotta make sure you take care of yourself. Your health is your wealth, and that is a true statement. But chat, that's all I got for you guys today. Go ahead and drop a comment below to send your love to the guy. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, that bell notification to keep you guys up to date. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.